Well, let's see, start out with this piece that we put together a couple of videos back, and I have got it quilted now, and so we are going to cut a heart and see how it's going to look. And we did this one a little different. We laid lace as our base fabric, and then we put circles, shapes in our color. Our base colors of purple, and then we added other elements, other shapes, and then bits and pieces. So to these fabric masterboards that we're using, these once you start creating these, this is going to be your go-to embellishment elements, because they're just so easy and you can cut any shape in the world you want out of it for whatever your purpose is. Okay, let's start. Why don't we start right up here in this? Feel where that is at. And let's see, I need a couple of, hold on a minute. I gotta go get some pins. After I take out pins at the sewing machine long enough, I end up with no pins over here. So let's just put this. This is kind of a hard thing right there. Let's put that right there. Okay. Let's see if we can cut this shape decently. I'm excited about this purple because I use a lot of purples. Well, I use a lot of color, don't I? Okay, that's our first heart shape out of this. We just want to see what it's going to look like. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that gorgeous? We've retained a solid circle in this one, so that'll be interesting. Every one of them won't have a solid circle. Let's try, what is this one? I think we can get it in right there. Let's try one more just to see what we're getting out of these fabric masterboards. I'm looking for circles. You may be looking for something totally different. I have made them where I have cut the house shape out for tiny houses, for flowers, trees, just anything I needed at the time. All right, now I'm going to keep these little pieces because I can do other things with them. I can do my, for instance, my little circles. I can get another circle out of that, maybe even two, or something else that's small. Okay, all right. This was our first heart. Let's see what our second heart looks like. Trim up the edge here just a little bit. Okay. First heart, second heart. First heart, we see our circle. Second heart, we don't. That's what I love about masterboards. Everything you cut is different. You won't know what it is till you cut it out. But aren't those beautiful? Can't you see those as the foundation of something? And they're raw edged when you cut them, so you can do the stitching you want. You can add anything else to the inside that you want, and just go with that. So I wanted to show you what that purple was going to look like. Beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous. All right. Now we're going to go back to our fabric art layout here, and we're going to decide what we're going to do first. I think that, let's see if I've got some baby blue here. Kind of an off baby blue. That one I like better. That was not quite it either. Got lots of blues, but not quite the one I want. That's not it either. But come on, get out of there. That's not it either. Let me look in my other containers. I might have something that I really, really want and don't. How about this one? That one's it. All right, we're going with that one. I don't know how I overlooked him. He was right there, but I did. Okay, what am I going to do here? I've got to think about this a little bit because I'm going to have to put something on here. I'm not quite sure what that something is going to be. All right, let's see. I don't like that. I do like that. Yeah, that's kind of cute as additional elements. I like that. In fact, I'm going to pin those in there while I've got them. They're also kind of three-dimensional since they are quilted and cut out of our masterboard fabric. Add another point of interest to this. That's kind of pretty. I don't know what would happen if we put one down into here. I think that's overkill. Yeah, I do. I think that's overkill. What if we put a pink one right there? That's not it either. Let's see, do I have any up here that are like, do I have a green? I don't think I do. That might be something to think about. You don't got any greens, Linda. You have some purples. That one's kind of pretty. It's kind of neutrally. I think that would work in lieu of a green. Let's see what else I have. No. because that one is neutrally, it works. And don't ask me as neutrally as a word, because I'm not sure that it is, but it works in my vocabulary. All right, we're going to put that right there. Okay, we're going to take this pin out and replace it with this one. Okay, we got some good elements in there. I think this is going to come over and do this jobby here. Okay. All right. Do I need that one? I think I do for balance. Talking to myself here. Do you talk to yourself or talk yourself through something? All right, let's try that. Very soft, but very pretty. Let's get some thread here. Got some, and split it up into 2 strands. To get this sewn down, I want to try to use a blending thread so that if I decide to come back later and do some decorative stitching, this first blending thread will do just that. It will blend, it won't stand out, and it lets the fabric and other things stand out, and it won't fight with anything decorative I do with a different color or anything like that. Well, I can't get it through the eye of the needle. There we go. Where should I start? I think I'm going to start on the outside edge coming in. That way I can get rid of some of these pins. So let me just start on this little piece right here. And we're just going to do an overcast stitch around the edge of this. A small one, not an overly big one. We just want him to be a little flower bud or whatever he is. He's a different flower altogether than the big one he's next to. All right, so we're going to start there, and we're going to get these down and around. It's still a little hard to sew because still being in the neck brace, it's not easy to look down. I have to hold the stuff away from me further on a little bit of an elevated place here, and but it's doable, and it's helping me to be able to work, so it's worth the effort and the awkwardness to be able to get back to stitching. and spending time with you guys. I love my YouTube channel. I love my subscribers. So many of you are so supportive. It's just hard to believe how nice everyone has been to me through this process. And I thank you so much. Later today, for those of you who might be interested, I am going to be uploading some more stitching patterns on color book sheets in my Ko-Fi shop, and those are always free. Just go to my Ko-Fi shop, which is my coffee shop, or Ko-Fi, however you want to say it. The link is in the description of this video. So go to my coffee shop and click on shop, and you will see that there are tons of free stitching patterns that you won't find anywhere else. And because they are all adapted from my original fiber art. And they also make wonderful adult coloring book sheets. So if you love to color, anything like that, or if you like to put them in your junk journals or your art journals or things like that, there's a bunch of them free, and I am starting to upload more. And so there are new ones every week. So you don't have to feel like you have to donate or buy anything. Just go and take advantage of the free ones. That will make me feel really good. Okay, we're just about around this one. And this thread worked out very well. I just pulled it out of my needle, of course. I'm back in the saddle, you guys, when I start pulling thread out of my needle. You know, things are getting better every day when I get back to who I am. Oh, goodness. Let's turn it over. And not that. Okay. I guess it's our first element down. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I guess I'll go up here and do this one next. Gotta get that pen out of that corner. Get a sip of coffee. Big old cup of coffee, getting cold here. Get me another 2 thread strand. All right. And we will get this one threaded up and ready to go. when I get through with this little circle, I will take a break, or I'll end this video, and go make some chili. I haven't made chili in a while, and it's not that it's cold here yet. It's not. The nights are in the 60s, and the days are in the 80s in East Texas, here in USA right now. But that will start changing in the next few weeks. Usually by the end of October, the nights are pretty cool. They may drop down into the 40s. The days will still stay in the 70s and low 80s. So we usually have a beautiful fall, and October's a nice fall month here. Take this pin out. Being able to catch this yarn as I do these circles, and that's helping to keep it in place until I get to where I want to couch it down. These circles that were cut out of the one of the fabric master boards are just perfect. Their overall color tone is perfect. Accents this piece really well. So nice that it was already had it made up, cut out, and just sitting there waiting for me to use it. That's the beauty of those master boards. Somebody private messaged me and said, do you sell those on Etsy? And I don't currently, but if, I could, and I might, as time goes by, add that, because I'm trying to build a product line in my Etsy shop to help pay for all these medical bills. Goodness. But anyway, right now I don't, and but I thank you for that question, because I hadn't thought about it before that, and I thought, well, that might be something. I like doing them, and I have the diversity of scraps to do them with, and others might not, so they might be interested in just purchasing the piece that I make, and so thank you for that suggestion. Keep an eye out in the shop, because you might see it in the future. That's another one down. Got him done. Where is that center? There it is. Okay, that's our second circle down, and I'm liking it. As things get sewn down, you can really tell that whether you know you're going to be happy with that or not, and I do. I'm happy with that. So we'll see how some of these other things go. Okay, alrighty. All right, we're going to hold that video there. I'm going to go make chili. Tell me what you're going to do. In the meantime, let's all stay scrap happy.